Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craft Tree. Would you believe it that we are on December already? It just seems like yesterday that we started this Home Sweet Home journal. But here is the December freebie for this Home Sweet Home ring bound journal that we've been working on. I really like how it's turned out so far. So let's just go through the pages. And this month, it is actually 7 pages long because I've added a little bonus to it. Of course, it's about Christmas. I know some people don't believe in Christmas and it's kind of a wintry one, but you know, it's hard to please everybody, I guess. But there's enough in this kit that I think you can do it with more just a winter theme than a Christmas theme. So, of course, we've got the houses, we've got the roofs, and some odds and ends of all kinds of stuff. Lots and lots of cutouts in this one. So we got candy canes, poinsettias, bows, hot chocolate, snowman, gingerbread, all kinds of stuff. And we've got a little file folder type pocket that's going to go inside our pocket. As you know, every month there is a pocket in each of the house shapes. So, and then again, a whole bunch more of cutouts. I've added a couple blank pockets because this month we're going to decorate our own. Because maybe you want more a winter theme, or maybe you even have other things that you could add. And then we've got a few cards and more cutouts. These could be cut out, or they could be cut as a square for tags and stuff. And then comes the bonus. Now the bonus is a front and back cover. Now I printed 2 of each of these because I want 2 of these for the front and 2 for the back. And same with the roof. So, and then I've just put Home Sweet Home in a couple different ways. And then we've got a door. Excuse me. And then we also have a couple of baskets of flowers. So those are the pages. Now I have printed them and cut them and distressed them because I'm going to do both of these on camera, and we might just take a little longer than normal. So we've got a bunch of extra things here that I don't know if I'm going to use, but let's just start with this here. Right off the bat, let's get the easy stuff out of the way. And I should have fixed up my glue before I started, but don't want to make things too easy. So I'm just going to glue up there and there, if my glue is going to work. Now this I cut at a bit of a V. I'm wishing now I would have cut it straight up, but that's okay. It will work out just fine. So don't need much glue on the sides there. My glue is really not working well. But let's put the pin back in it and just move it in and out a few times. Hopefully that will help it. Okay, so there is that piece done. Now again, this one I did not do anything. I put the little lights here, and that was it, because I thought, well, you can decorate it with lots and lots of the ephemera stuff. So just, you know, anything. And actually, I kind of like that, right like that. But there's lots and lots of things you can decorate this with. So we'll come back to that. Now I've got all the pieces laid out here because I wanted it to be fairly quick. Let's start by making us some room. And let's put this roof on first. Tried to go with some greens, but I didn't want like a bright Christmas green. So this is kind of more like a sagey, blotchy green, I guess, for the house itself. And the roof kind of has some glitter style to it. Not actually glitter, of course, but it's made to look like glitter. I thought the colors went quite nice. Made it decorative, but not really bright. So now the pockets do have the little things that you can fold over, but I wanted to stack my pockets like so on the front. So I'm going to start by gluing right along the edge there, and here. And then I'm going to just put these together, which I shouldn't have put glue there, but that's okay. Let's just press this down. That way I've got a nice little double pocket, which I thought was kind of cool. And in a way it kind of looks like snowbanks. So I'm going to put it right about there, a little bit over to this side. So I'm going to put glue on the 3 sides for this. And then I'll put the journal cards in here. And I'm also going to decorate this a little bit. So let's try to get it on there fairly even. So then I've got the 3 tags, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm also going to turn the stack of presents into a tag a person could write on the back. And on the front here, I'm going to put this guy right about there. But I'm going to make this kind of a belly band. So I just want a little bit of glue on his head and a little bit at the bottom of his feet. He's going to go right close to the bottom. There we go. And then I'm going to just tuck a couple things in there. I thought that was going to look really, really cute. What else? I guess I just had the 2 things stuck in there. Then I figured I was going to do something like that. Just gonna grab my hole punch while I think of it. Okay, let's put this guy down first. I hope you have enjoyed this project. I'm starting to think about what to do in 2024. I have not come up with any specific ideas yet. I've got a couple things in my mind, but I haven't decided yet. But I will be doing some kind of monthly freebie. I do enjoy doing them, and I hope that you enjoy it too. Let's put that like right there. Okay, then we got those couple little things behind them. These we'll put in there after. Now we got these here, and of course it's going to be a chimney, but I think don't want it quite that long, so I'm going to put them both together because I want them the same size. And let's cut about, oh no, 1/4 of an inch off or something. I'll just ink those 2 pieces. Now, I made this little Santa Claus because he's going to be going down the chimney, just like, about like that. So I didn't worry about cutting out his feet and his legs and whatnot. I'm going to cover up to his white band on his coat. And put him on here. Like that. Because then he's going to be popping out just like that. Now I'm going to put this one on here because of the fact I want to line these up. So let's glue all that together. I just reversed this image so the Merry Christmas is actually backwards on it, but that's okay. It will have to do. And I want to try to line them up as best as I can. Okay, there is that. Now I think I'm going to put these on after I've got them together and stuff. So let's put that aside now. Let's put this one aside. And let's bring in this here. Now this, let's put the roof on first. That's usually the first thing I've done in all of them. If you haven't been following along with this monthly freebie journal build, all the freebies are still available. You can get them all on the Facebook group or on Ko-fi, K-O-F-I. And you can join anytime. It's been a fun year doing these. And just when I was making the December one, I decided, you know, I really want a front and a back cover. That's why I did the bonus thing for everybody. I'm thinking this would look nice up here, but I think I want it to be on top of the chimney, so I'm going to put that on at the very end. This here, I want to make a belly band out of this. So what I'm going to do is I want to glue this part all down. So I'm going to put glue all over there and then just at the bottom of the candy cane. And I'm just going to put it somewhere about there. So now you got all this here down here for different little goodies. And they're going to go on top of the candy cane there. So I'm just going to tuck all these in here for now. I mean, you don't have to put anything in there, whatever. It's totally up to you. Now, I got a few little goodies here. I was thinking on making like some kind of little collage out of these to kind of go with all of this stuff. So I'm thinking just something like that, maybe. So let's just start gluing stuff down and hope that it turns out okay. This might be a little bit of a longer video, being that I've got the other part of the house to make as well. But that's okay too. Let's put down the present next. And there is lots and lots of cutouts that I didn't use. I didn't even cut everything out, actually, because I knew I wasn't going to use it all. So there's that, and then I'll put on this little snow globe. All my Christmas digitals are in the coffee shop, as well as on Etsy, and some of them, not all of them, some of them are on Creative Fabrica as well. So if you need any Christmas digitals, I think I'm going to put that over off to the side. And there we go. And then it just kind of, you know, takes all the goodies from the Christmas thing and kind of spreads it over to here as well. Okay, let's glue these two together. Let's take those out though, because they're going to fall all over the place. And then we can glue the rest of the roof together. Okay, remember, we're going to leave this side open for our pocket, which that little folder thing's going to go into. I hope. I haven't tried it, but it should fit. I hope. So far, all the months have fit. So, a little bit up there and a little bit down this side, because that's where the holes are going to be for the rings. Let's line this up as best we can and get it all pressed down. Okay, I need to dig in my envelope and dig out the template that I made to put my holes in all these. This template has worked really, really good. So I'm just going to kind of line that up. I would love to know how many people have followed along with this. So if you have been following along, leave a little note in your comment, and then I can go and check them out. Hopefully I've seen them, I hope. The way YouTube does its search things and all that, who knows. Okay, now I've got 4 of these little round things. Let's get them on as well. Even though I'm using a cardstock, a 65-pound cardstock to print all my stuff on, I still like to put these on just to give it a little more strength. And these, I used a die cut for these. And when I'm doing die cutting and I've got little tiny scraps, I just cut out a bunch of these. I have the ones that I've purchased. And, you know, the stick-on ones. And you can dye those stick-on ones so easy, just with a little bit of inks. Just distressing them or whatever. Okay. So that. And this here. And we're just about done this part. And then we can get started on the front and the back covers. Okay, I want to get that just a bit along there where the stuff underneath is showing, just to get rid of that little bit of white in there. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's put these all back in here. No special order. I just thought it was a good way to display some of the little fussy cut things. And then in here, we can put the biggest one in the back. And then we got this one and this one. And then I just thought these presents looked really cute tucked in there as well. And then we've got our couple little things in here. Now all these other things are actually going to go, well, I'm just going to put this bow on here actually. I like that bow and I like the contrast of the colors. So let's just go ahead and glue that down right now. But as I say, you've got lots and lots of cutouts to use to decorate all these things. I just thought it was going to be kind of fun to be a little more interactive. And then everybody can kind of do their own little thing on here. Right about like that. Okay, let's put these in here and then we can test and see if this fits into the pocket. I hope it does. Those guys can just stick out there, kind of looking all cool. Then we've got a couple of these. So all these extra bits a person could use for another journal or whatever you decided to do with them. Okay, the big test. Does it go into here? No. Oh, goody goody. And that's going to stick out just that little bit on there. So there is that one. Nope, not done yet. We got to put all this stuff on. Okay, let's put this guy on first. And I think right about like that. So I'm not going to put any glue above my finger. Let's get him glued down. He is a little thick because there's like 4 pieces of cardstock there. Okay, let's push that down. Okay, and then on this side, I'm going to put this chimney on here and glue it down to match this corner. So let's glue down all of this. There we go. And let's turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to match it up with the other chimney and get it pushed down against there because I'm going through the 4 things of cardstock for the roof and the... So there, oh, and then let's put this on here. I think that looks kind of cute on there. Person could really decorate these up by putting like actual ribbon for the bows and whatnot like that. Putting some bling on it. Different things like that. Okay, there is that. If you have any ideas of a monthly freebie that would kind of go together, feel free to either send me a message or leave a comment about it. There we go. So there is our December freebie. Now let's work on the front and the back covers and then we'll put it all together in our journal. So I've got lots of these things and I was running out of the same colors, so some of these are a little bit different colors, but they will be okay. I don't mind if they're a little bit different colors. Let's start by, now this is actually going to be very simple. And I'm not putting a pocket in these. So these are going to get glued right together. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go just kind of around the outside of these. And trying to get them glued up as quick as possible so my glue doesn't start drying. And just a bit around in the middle, a little bit extra, whoops, along that edge where my holes are going to be. Let's line these up. It's easier to kind of line them up by standing them up, which I know you can't really see, but I can. And get that glued down. And I can tell I didn't glue it very straight, but that's okay. Because I'll just take this and I'll just ink this. Now I went with kind of a log cabin theme because to me, home sweet home, I'm a country girl, born and raised. I do not live in the country anymore. But I don't live in town either. I live just on the outskirts of a town. Let's, that's going to be the back. Let's put the roofs on these. So to me, home sweet home is a little country cottage on a lake, you know, wildlife and just beautiful scenery, that type of stuff. So that's why I went with a log cabin type thing. And of course, you do not have to make a front and a back for your book. It's all up to you. I just wanted to. I wanted to make it. And I'm going to put this on the back. Just a little basket type thing of flowers. Because if you have a little cabin in the woods, you are going to have some flowers, whether they're wild or whether you've planted them. So that's going to go right there. Let's go ahead and put our holes in here. And then this half will be done. And again, this is the back. There's that. Let's glue some of these things. As I say, they're different colors, but that's okay. Because you know what? An old log cabin's going to have some odds and ends attached to it. And I think it will be just fine. Okay, there's that side. Let's put the roof on this side. Now this is actually going to, oh dear. Okay, well that's okay. Because that's going to go that way. So that's actually going to be on the inside, but that's okay. We will survive that one. I always get mixed up because, you know, which way are they facing? Which way are they going? I do have another one of those flower planters. I haven't cut it out, so I'll probably just add it to the outside. One thing I love about junk journals is if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal because we can cover it up or leave it. Okay, there's that one. Let's put a couple of these. Now this is definitely going to be the outside, so let's put these ones on here. There we go. I really appreciate everybody subscribing to the channel and liking and sharing any videos. I'm at like 3,920 subscribers, so I'm hoping to reach 4,000 by Christmas or the New Year's. So there is that one done. Let's work on this one, and let's start by putting on the, oh, actually, let's start by gluing these together. That's what we're going to do. Let's glue up the edge. We'll try and get this one a little bit straighter than what we got the last one. Put a little extra glue along here. Go all the way up the side because we're totally gluing this together. Don't need a lot of glue in the middle, just a bit to kind of hold everything together. And let's put these up just like this. And again, you can't see what I'm doing, but I can see. And this one is really going crooked, so let's try that again. Okay, that's down. It's kind of even along there, but it's not even along the bottom. But when we're cutting these apart by hand, it's easy to not get them quite the same. But that covers that up pretty darn quick. Now this is the front, so this is the front. Let's start by putting a roof on. Last year we did the journal where I was making like a page spread, and that was a lot of fun too, and made a very cool journal. And also, whoops, that's making a big mess. Also do the weekly challenge, and it's never too late to do it or to join in. Every time you enter a picture into the Facebook group, I put your name in for the monthly draw. Of course, if you do the challenge like next year or something, I won't have a draw for it, but whatever you get done before December 31st can be entered into the draw, so feel free to start that if you like. Let's try not to throw this top all over the place because I got glue all over my table up there now. Okay, there we go for that. Let's put that in and line it up with the peak of the roof, and then there we go for that. And I'll just put a little bit of ink along both edges of the roof. Okay, now let's try, let's put the holes in it. Let's do that part. Normally I would wait until the glue is dry, but we need to get this project done. Okay, let's put these on. Even the bottom ones I still glue down because sometimes the sticky stuff on those things aren't as good as they could be. So a little bit of glue around them or something never hurts to have a bit of extra support in them. Let's put these two on this side. A person could add a pocket to the inside of the back and front cover. I'm not going to. You never know, I might down the road though, who knows. But at this time I'm not going to. There's this. Okay, we are moving right along. Now, with this door, I had thought about like making it hinged so it would open and close, but I decided not to. So I'm just going to put that down, and I'm going to put it down on the other side, like close to the edge, kind of. But I thought like a nice opening door would be kind of cool. I did it kind of on one of the other themes. Let's put it pretty much to the bottom. There is that, and then this is going to go over here. Again, love the flowers. I wanted to do like I wanted to do windows and stuff too, but it's such a small area, it's hard to put too much. Excuse my arm, I had a big blob of glue on the end of my glue bottle. Let's put this, I'm going to put it just over the door a tiny little bit as well. And then I made two sizes of this, a smaller, a big one and a little one, and I just thought it was kind of nice, and being that I've called this Home Sweet Home journal all along, I thought that was kind of nice. So I'm thinking I don't know. I think I'm going to put it up here. A couple little brads would be really cute in there as well. If I was going to do that, I would have done it before I glued the front and the back together. I might put a little daub of something on either end to make it look like a brad. Now I want to see the thing of the roof because I kind of like it. So we'll kind of just do that. So that is the December one, and the front and the back, even though I'm going to cut the other one out of this and I'm going to add it after. Because all the things this time are kind of Christmassy, not really Christmassy, but wintry. And so they don't really go in with the other things. But let's add all these to the journal. Let's put this on here, and then we'll, okay, maybe, can I do this all at one time without too much issue? Okay, there is those three on. Let's open up this one and put that in there. And these two in here. And there we have Home Sweet Home Journal. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rings. I might just put a bunch of laces kind of in country colors. So browns and greens and that type of stuff. So let's do a quick little flip through. We got our cover, of course. January, which was New Year's. I'm not going to take everything out of the pockets for this little flip through, but just to give you a quick thing, are Valentine's, and I think we did, yeah, we put little Velcro on here, and we made a little removable pocket type thing. I thought that turned out really good. And then we have St. Patrick's Day with a big rainbow for our belly band. And then April was Easter. We've got a little booklet here, which I believe we put Velcro on it. Did we put Velcro on this? Can't remember how I attached the carrot. Oh, it's a paper clip. That's why. So, and then we made a little booklet. That turned out really cute too. Can't even remember what I did. It was so long ago. And then May was Mother's Day. And June was Father's Day. And we made a little, just a little lace thingy up there. July was just flowers. Lots and lots of flowers. And July was a beach theme. This is where I had the door opening with the lady inside, the little change thing. Love that. September was a fall theme. And then these turn around. Nice big pocket that all unfolds, so you have basically a whole sheet of paper. October, Valentine's. Halloween, we've got some extra papers in there with some cute little kids. And then November was kind of Remembrance Day, but also just cozy autumn theme. But on this side was the poppies and whatnot. And then we have our December, which we just finished. Christmas winter theme. And then our back cover. Actually, that kind of looks nice on there for the back cover. But I will put one on this side as well. So there is our home sweet home journal finished. And I really, really like how it turned out. I think it turned out really, really good. I hope you made one too. Or if nothing else, I hope you saved all the freebies that I put out this year so that you can make one next year or whenever you have the time to make one. So we'll see you again soon in another project, and look out and stay tuned for what we're doing in 2024. Bye for now.